Hey everybody, it's Master X. I decided I randomly have the urge to start a Pokemon Leafgreen Let's Play. I already have a team planned out. Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be the first episode. I did do a Pokemon Emerald Let's Play several months ago, but there were just so many technical problems I stopped, and it wasn't even that good anyway. So hopefully this will turn out better because I'm using a different recording setup and stuff. Alright, let's get started. The various buttons will be... Yeah. I'm using the keyboard, so if you're playing this on a Game Boy Advance, then you'll have different controls. But I'm using an emulator ROM because it's a lot easier to record and it comes out in better quality. And now we have... Oh, man. I'm gonna try not to speed it up too much unless it's like healing Pokemon on screen or something. Pokemon Pets, I'll use them for battling, for myself, profession. Okay, now tell me, are you a boy or a girl? Well, normally I choose a boy in Fire Red and a girl in Leaf Green. I'm just kind of weird. But I'm worried that if I choose a girl, everyone's gonna call me call me a rapist like they did for Victim on a Busted Fire Red Omega, but who cares? Oh, pfft. I accidentally pressed the spacebar for a minute. I'm just gonna name the character... Well, I always name the Leaf Green character, I just have to do the things the same way every time. Or at least when it comes to like characters and stuff. And this is Gary, or who's usually called Gary, but for this Let's Play, we're gonna call him... Hold on a minute. I messed up. Yeah, I'm just not gonna put in the periods and... Oh, pff, I messed up. Okay, space. I said... Oh, pff, I pressed the space bar for space. No! Okay. God, this is like... How many problems have I had just trying to enter in the name? I am mean. This will make a lot of sense when we get to like the very end of the game. Yes, you named your own child I Am Mean. That's a reference to like this game. You can go research that if you want to. Alright, so yeah. Wait. Why is it an NES? In other third generation games of the GameCube, but because they wanted this to be as close to the Red and Blue original Pokemon Red and Blue as possible, it's an NES, because that's what it was in the original game. Oh, pfft. They do? So, oh well. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Okay, on, balance, shift, mono. Actually, I'm gonna put on... No, I'm just gonna put on mono. Because my headphones suck, so... And because it's Leaf Green, I'm gonna make the, menus green, and Professor Oak wants to see me. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of slow for this first part of the game. Oh wait, so what you actually want to do to trigger getting your Pokemon is try to come out here. Oh, Pokemon, you need your own Pokemon for your own protection. And we have his grandson in here with him. I Am Mean. And technically his first name's just Igneous, so I should just call him that. Yes, yes. And then Leaf Green, I choose either Squirtle or Bulbasaur. Well, basically what it is, with Bulbasaur is... I've heard that the Grass starter is the easiest because he has an advantage over the first two gyms. Squirtle would be the middle choice, and Charmander is the hardest choice. A lot of people just choose Charmander because he's so cool, and Charizard's so cool, we're gonna give him it. But I'm gonna choose Bulbasaur because good grass types are hard to come by. Yes. Unless you want a Bellsprout, which I don't. Alright, so Bulbasaur, I can't really think of a name right now, so... You can rename your Pokemon later in the game, so don't make this like... a life... like a thing. I'm just gonna name it Bulbasaur for now, unless I think of a better name for it. But as you walk out... Oh man, I forgot to do something. It doesn't... Okay, you have your first battle of the game. It doesn't matter too much if you lose during this. But try not to because you'll lose a bunch of money. Yeah, you could have just gone to your PC and gotten the potion at the beginning of the game. But I forgot to, so you're gonna have to put up with this. Yeah, the first segment of Pokemon Let's Plays are usually pretty boring if you've already played the game. And Professor Oak has to narrate everything that happens. Oh my gosh! Why? I hate it when they get a critical hit. Okay, I'm gonna lose because I have nothing to heal him with. Oh, come on! This is embarrassing. I'm losing the first battle in the Let's Play. Charmander, come back. Yeah, I might hurt away. If you win. Okay, he pays for you, okay. Yeah, that was sad. If I had this potion and he hadn't gotten the critical hit, or one of the two had happened, then I wouldn't have lost. But, unfortunately, the game just had to poop in my face. So we're not going to be able to catch Pokemon until... for a little bit, actually. You can get this potion, though. Da-da-da-da. Yes, 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 I know. I'm so tempted to hit the speed up key, but I must resist. Gosh, it's taking so long. Alright, so here's a Pidgey, which is probably the first thing you're gonna see when you enter this route. I don't really like using Pidgey that much. Usually when I get a bird-type Pokemon, I get, the other one that appears in this route, which is a little more offensive. I just realized something. My playing team doesn't have a flyer on it, so I'll have to change that. Oh my gosh. Well, I can catch a Sparrow for the first part of the game, but I'll eventually have to ditch it. Oh yeah, you don't even know what Sparrow is unless you've already played the game, which you probably have if you're watching this. I don't know why people usually don't watch Pokemon walkthroughs because they need help with the game. They usually just watch it for entertainment. That's what I find, at least. I really don't know. I'm gonna lose. If this Wild Pidgey beats me, I'm going to, like... Wow! Wow. Stupid critical axe. Now I panic and lost a ton of money. Well, $40 isn't that much. Well, in this game it isn't. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I know, okay. Great. Great. I cannot believe that actually happened. Oh my gosh. You're probably not gonna have a wild Pokemon beat you single-handedly, except for very early in the game. Yo, that was stupid. Alright, just... Okay, Ratha, get out of here. I just want to get to the first city without getting my... Oh my gosh. Stop attacking me. This is so boring. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just speed up this battle. I really don't like to speed up battles because usually when I do, I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Like 5 5 of my Pokemon die and I don't even notice. I'm just gonna speed up random battles because I watched Slowflake and I picked up the habit from him to just, always, battle wild Pokemon unless very specific circumstances. So I'm just gonna speed this up to spare you a little bit. Because unlike him, I don't have endless amounts of things to talk about. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but... Alright, so here's the first Pokemon Center. I'll also be speeding these up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this other potion. And now what you want to do to progress through the game, well, you can just go to your left, but I really don't recommend doing this. Well, actually, no, I don't think it works yet, never mind. If you try to go north, though, you have... That entire half of your town is private property, wow. Yeah, that happens, so... Let's just go to the Pokemart. And buy some Pokeballs, except we can't because this is happening. Oak's Parcel. Alright. I'm gonna... Yeah, there's actually going to be quite a few instances in which I speed up, apparently. Backtracking too. But I'm gonna try not to do it like perpetuously the entire Let's Play. I'm also gonna try to talk most of the time. Alright, so give this guy his passage. What are those 2 red things on the desk? I wonder. Da -da 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 -da. Oh. Hey, we came at just the right time. It's a good thing we conveniently had to come back, huh? Alright, so now we get our Pokeballs and the Pokedex. This isn't gonna be a catch-em-all. Well, actually, sure, I can go ahead and try to catch as many Pokemon as I can, at least. Although, I'm not gonna go out of my way just to get 151 Pokemon. Or how many are available in this game. I think there's more than that. That's how many are in before you beat the game. Or technically just 149, really. If you trade and stuff, that's the only way to get the other starters and region exclusives and stuff. I mean, version exclusive. Right. Okay. We have a Rattata here. I'm gonna see if I can catch him. I'm not gonna use Rattata, though. I will be catching something pretty soon that I will actually use. Well, Spearow and another Pokemon. Which I'm actually just gonna use for the, like, first part of the game also. But I'm gonna be using it for quite a bit. I might as well just catch a Pidgey while I'm here. Why not? Okay, I need to... First I'm gonna heal, just in case that Pokeball doesn't come through. And I'm stuck with nothing but a Rattata to defend myself. There, I got Pidgey and a Rattata. Okay, I need to stop freaking out. Alright. So gonna heal now. And deposit Pidgey and Rattata into the PC for now. Well, actually, I can keep them around for now, but I definitely will be depositing them later. So yeah, what about those other 2 things I was gonna catch? Well, Spearow and Mankey. There, I just foiled it. What is that clicking sound? Alright, it's time to look for this. Okay, there's this. Spearow's actually the rarest Pokemon on this group. Which is surprising by the fact I just found one. Because he only has a 10% chance of appearing. And that's not that much. Alright, Spearow, I have a Spearow. Rattata, go away. Rattata, go away. Here. Spearow can... Oh. Okay, never mind. I'll just switch wolves. That wasn't a very... Well, at least he'll get some of the experience, I suppose. Okay, hold on. This shouldn't take too long, but if it does, yeah, I think I'll just pause the recording here and come back when I find the Mankey. Alright, I found 2 Spearows before I found this darn Mankey. And I almost just killed him in one hit, that wasn't bad. Alright, there. Here is my temporary team. Spearow, Mankey, Bulbasaur. I'm gonna go back and heal. Alright, I'm back, and I actually also raised my Spearow and Mankey up to level 7 and my Bulbasaur up to level 9 because we have an optional mini-boss of sorts here. It's basically just a rival again. So yeah. I'm gonna be... yeah. So that's the recommended level, is level 7 to 9. Oops, I keep speeding it up by accident. Yeah. So all I need to have is a Pidgey and whatever starter he chose. Which would be Charmander in my case. Oh gosh, this is not going well. Oh hey. Oh, pfft. Great. Now, Pidgey is super effective against my other 2 Pokemon. Well, I think he has Gust at this point, so I better just take him out. Wow. I was just thinking, if that doesn't kill him, I'm gonna be mad, bro. My Mankey got the experience, and now I'm gonna let him go up against Charmander. Oh my gosh, that did no damage. Alright, will Low Kick do more damage? No. God. Now it's gonna be starter versus starter. And this Charmander also has Ember, but for some reason he never uses it. I don't know why. So yeah, let's hope that he doesn't randomly decide to use it now. Alright, come on, let's just beat him. Excuse me. I need to go real quick because of an error. Okay, sorry about that. It's time to finish up this battle, because Charmander does not seem to want to do anything. Alright, nice. Oh wow, that was a lot of experience. No, I did not just look out, I almost died. This guy is a... Now you see why I called him I Am Mean. Alright, next time in Pokemon Leafgreen, I'll be going to Viridian Forest. See you guys then.